Susan Hoddle is joining us right now, and she's going to tell us about this new and exciting class I was telling you about, and it is called Crazy Patch for Sane Adults.
Right.
Okay, I don't know if I can take this class because I may not be sane, but Crazy Patch is pretty much a smaller version of your Crazy Quilts, correct?
It is. And the object is to take obvious things that you maybe have in your own home and put them together in an irregular and random manner on a foundation fabric, and then to embellish the seams and do further work on each of the individual segments of the patch. And then they can be combined into a large piece, such as a quilt, if you were really motivated and wanted to work that many hours on it, or it can be made into smaller, useful items for your home. For instance, this is a brooch pillow.
Okay.
This is a little footstool that I made.
Now, I want to ask you, though, about Crazy Patch or Crazy Quilt, but this class is Crazy Patch. For instance, something like this. When I think of a quilt, I think of a pattern. I think of something symmetrical. Right. How does this differ?
Well, there is no pattern, and and it is definitely asymmetrical. It really is a whimsical, serendipitous type of activity. It's what is in your mind. It is a creativity of your own design. You don't need to rely on a designer to tell you where to make your next stitch, and that makes it mistake-proof, because there are no mistakes in Crazy Patch work.
I like that, because I can always say that's what I wanted to do.
That's right.
Now, in this class, this is an adult leisure class.
It is.
This is going to be an 8-week course.
Right.
And Susan, you're going to be teaching a weekday and also a weekend.
That's correct.
So there's going to be 2 time slots someone can choose from.
Right. And I want the registrants to feel like, even if they know nothing, if they do not know how to thread a needle, we can help them. And I would say I'm left-handed and I'm not very coordinated, and if I can do this, certainly they can.
So there's no excuse.
That's right.
It's for beginners also.
Right.
What are some of the projects that you're going to be working on?
Well, I tried to make it simple by working on an approximately 5 by 8 inch patch, and to start out with something small like this so that a student can kind of get the feel for how to do the piecing and how to do the seams. This same 5 by 8 piece has been finished into a cell phone pocket.
How cute! And you're going to show me how to do that, right?
And I will, and I in
Okay.
fact will show you how to make the spider and the spider's web. These are very traditional motifs, the spider and the spider web. Crazy Patch started in the Victorian era, and spiders and spider webs are from that time period. So that certainly would be a favorite thing for almost everyone to put on their Crazy Patch.
I like it.
And this piece can be hand finished. There's no machine work in this. So if you do not have a sewing machine, you're good to go.
All right.
This piece can also be finished by hand. There's no machine work in this at all. And I brought this cigar box because it could in fact be fused to the cigar box when it's finished.
So you can make a purse out of it.
So you can make a purse out of it.
Okay.
Or you can make a fabric postcard, and yes, the post office will accept this for mail.
How clever. I do like fabric postcards.
Yes, I know you do.
I do. This is absolutely wonderful. When you look at this work, I have to tell you, it is so intricate. And you think, as a beginner, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this.
This is so simple.
But you can.
Yes.
This is what this class is all about.
That's
now,
right.
It's not a 2-hour class. Again, I'm going to stress it's the 8-week class.
That's correct. Mm-hmm.
And each class is how long? 1 hour, 2 hours?
The Saturday class is going to be 2.5 hours. The weekday class is going to be 2 hours. And what we're going to do is we're breaking it into modules.
Okay.
So the first lesson will be in doing the piecing, because there is a certain little trick to getting the piecing going. going, and then to work on at least one seam treatment each week, so that at the end of the class period you will know enough stitches to put together and actually finish one or more crazy patches. I expect even a very beginner student to be able to finish this or this in the class that they take.
Okay, I have a question. Am I going to have to bring in all the material?
No, this is the best part. There is a materials fee for the class. It's very reasonable. It's $5. So again, there's really kind of no excuse.
So the materials will be provided.
Materials
so
will be
you
provided.
do all my shopping for me.
Absolutely.
She's your personal shopper.
There will be beads. There will be appliques, there will be charms, buttons, trims, ribbons. If you don't like the color of your trim, this started out as white, and of course I gave it a little color job. That's easy to do. This trim on this seam started out white, and it got a little makeover. So
you're going to even show us how to do little tricks like that?
Little tricks like that. Certainly you can use a stamping with permanent ink on the fabrics. There's just so many elements to this. It's difficult to be bored. And I always tell people, if you don't like what we're doing, stick around, because it'll be different in 15 minutes.
So when you have the supplies, I'm going to kind of pick what sort of is calling my name.
That's right.
Because we're not going to do, if there's 10 in a class, you're not going to do 10 exactly the same things.
Oh no, this is individual work. It's what do you want it to be? What do you want it to be? Mm-hmm.
That's what I love about Crazy Quilting, because truly, it starts with a couple pieces of fabric or even a piece of lace.
That's correct.
I mean, it usually starts with one little item and it grows.
That's
into
right.
Something like this.
That's right.
And this is just gorgeous. Looking at her work, it is just beautiful. Now here's what I find so interesting. You're going to show me how to do this. We're going to get started. You're going to give me a little tips. But then you can go on and make items like this beautiful jacket. This is absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
And this is all Crazy Patch.
It is. That particular piece is 4 generations of hankies that were in my family. I will tell you, I do not sew. So actually a very nice young lady in Mill Creek Township put the jacket together for me and put in the lining and did the binding. But as far as all the individual stitchery and so forth, that was done in panels. So let's say someone wants to make a vest or wants to make a jacket. It's very easy to take your pattern pieces, cut them to fit your frame, work your crazy work, and then have it completed by someone else. If you don't sew, or if you know what you're doing with the sewing machine, you're good to go. So.
And also this beautiful fan.
Yes.
This work is absolutely gorgeous on this. So these are things that when you start this class, you're going to learn some basics.
Right, and then your ideas
Susan can help you move on to some different projects, or even give you ideas for projects.
That's right. And people who feel maybe that they're not creative, we have some books from my personal library. Believe me, if you leaf through the books, you will get plenty of ideas on things to do. So it's what's in your own mind, plus some professional ideas perhaps to take your next stitch. So,
well, I find it refreshing for you to admit that you are not a sewer. You don't have a sewing machine. But look at what she has made. There is so much you can do with the hand stitching.
Right.
She's going to teach us this. I am taking this class, and I really am looking forward to it.
I can hardly wait.
Because I do love Crazy Patch. It just fits my lifestyle, I think.
Well, good.
But and I am a fabric lover. This is an exciting class. You know, Arlene has spoke about the other new classes.
Yes.
What an exciting year we are going to have in Parks and Recreation.
I think so.
And I am so glad we have you on board, Susan. This is going to be a really, really exciting, fun class. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Viewers, if any of these classes interest you, I want to remind you again that the brochure is going to be coming out August 17th. If you do not receive one in the mail, you can stop here at the Municipal Building in Parks and Recreation, pick one up. You can give them a call. Their direct phone number is 835-4122. Information is going to be on our website, millcreektownship.com, and then you would just go to departments, Parks and Recreation, and everything you need to know is going to be on there. Again, Susan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm glad Arlene joined us also. Viewers, thank you again for tuning into the Mill Creek Government Channel. Until next time, have a wonderful day.